I wanted to ask you about your animal rescue organization, Tint, uh, and the fact that you have how many cats in your studio?
Right now, 30 cats here.
3030 rescued cats in Ashish's studio. And how many at your home?
At my home, I have 13 cats
13 at home.
and 5 dogs there. In the studio, I have 3 dogs.
Three dogs in the
Then,
studio, okay.
and at our shelter, we have 30 cats and 30 dogs.
60 animals in the shelter.
Yeah.
How did this start? I mean, you were already a music composer.
Yeah.
You were already a part of all these organizations that are making policies for, such important things happening in the country.
Right.
Why did you have to start an animal rescue organization?
So I always had a liking for animals. But my wife, Jo, didn't share that as much. She was a little frightened of them due to some childhood experiences.
Okay.
So there was a time when a mutual friend wanted to gift us a dog, and she accepted very apprehensively. And once the dog came into our life just changed.
How?
Well, it became the binding force in the entire house, what knit us into a family. And every morning he used to wake us up, and I used to go feed him, take him for a walk, stuff like that. And then we got a boy in the house to do that because sometimes I used to come really late and couldn't get up early mornings. So every Sunday I used to make it a point to get up and take him for a walk. His name is Prince. And one Sunday we were going for a walk, and he started barking and going ahead, and we saw this white bird which was lying on the road, and there were crows which were pecking at it,
Oh,
but it was still alive.
my God.
So I took it home and we tried to revive it, but it died.
So, had you done this before?
No, this is the first time.
It was the first time.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we buried the bird in the garden down. And next Sunday again I took Prince out. And that Sunday we saw this baby crow which had fallen from its nest. Again Prince found it. So I took the baby crow home, took it to the vet, stuff like that. But crows don't function well in captivity. So it was there with us for 5-6 days and then it died.
Okay.
So third Sunday I didn't take Prince down for a walk because I said every Sunday I'm getting some animal or the other. And I was standing in my kitchen window and I heard a squeaking sound. And I saw on the window grill, there was this little squirrel baby that was stuck.
Oh my God.
So somehow we managed to unfasten it from the grill and got it in. We named it Squeaky.
Okay.
Incidentally, just 2 days back, I shared a video. This was 9 years back,
Okay.
where Squeaky was just playing around. And we kept him again for a week, but he also passed away.
Okay.
But this time I realized that whether I go down or not, animals in distress are going to keep calling. And I realized that my purpose was to answer their call.
Wow.
So no animal that is in distress ever goes without aid. That is a policy of our organization.
Yes, and I'm a witness to it. I see it every day. I'm a part of that WhatsApp group in which every hour there are at least 3 distress calls, and they're like tended to immediately. There's always someone, and there have been so many times when you personally have gone out and picked up. And in my case, so I want to narrate this little incident. So I used to go for morning walks, and there was this one time I was walking by a restaurant, and there was a dog which was squealing badly, and I saw that the dog had a wound, and I immediately called you. And Ashish came early in the morning, took the dog to the vet, and we found that there were maggots eating up the skin of the dog, and there was a big wound. And immediately, first aid was given, and later it was discovered that a little more had to be done. So you picked up the dog and you took the dog to the vet, and you took care of the dog. Like, I was so scared. I was scared that the dog would bite me. You weren't scared. You were so compassionate. You didn't think about, अरे इतना गंदा है, मेरे कपड़े गंदे हो जाएंगे. कुछ नहीं. You took the dog. You placed the dog on the table in the vet's clinic, and you made sure that first aid was given, and then we gave the dog for fostering, and after that I left. I was out of station. You made sure that the dog was taken care of. So, I mean, this was one dog, and you do it for all the babies, as they're addressed as on the group. I see it. So that's commendable, Ashish. That's so kind of you.
So
That's so kind of you.
that's because I regard all of them as my children. And when you look at people as your children, then there is only unconditional love there. And for me, it doesn't matter that it is dirty or not. It's a soul.
Yeah.
It's life.
Yeah.
And at that point in time, nothing else matters.
What would you like to say about the people who hate animals? Do you have an opinion or something related to that psychology? I don't know.
Nothing, only compassion for them.
Compassion for them?
Because they don't know what they're missing. And to be able to love an animal is a blessing in itself. And if I can love an animal, I'm truly blessed. And that is a wonderful feeling to have, to experience love for the animal and from the animal. Both ways. See the gratitude in that animal's eyes when it sees that it is being helped, it has asked for help and received it.
Wow. And how many people are running Tint?
We have a total team size of around 8 to 10 people.
Okay.
But there are 4 core members in the team who function. There's Shreya, Shreya Prabhu, there's Sonali Parwal, there's Dr. Chaudhary, and myself,
Okay.
4 of us. Then we have a board of trustees who are also responsible for bringing in donations and funds and other things, and are also active in their own way in propagating. We have Prachi Mayakar, who's a transformational coach. We have Aziz Pirani, who's a restaurateur. Then we have Kanchan Todi, who's again a social activist and artist. We have Chirag Shah, Dr. Chirag Shah, who's a IT specialist, who's a CTO of various big companies. And we have Namrata Takkar, who's again an entrepreneur and a startup funder.
Oh.
So we have these people who are on the board. And everything is possible only because of the love, support of all of these people into the projects that we do.
It's wonderful to know that there are so many people who are kind.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
There are.